Alrighty, guys, happy Monday. I got one thing we need right now. One big thing we need right now. It's time to bounce, baby. Come on, baby. Guys, happy Monday to you all. Again, we're sitting at that big 62. I spoke about the whole of last week. I said, guys, we have a scenario of the right shoulder, of the inverse head and shoulders, right? And we're sitting in a very interesting place today because now you're starting to get a little bit of a Bitcoin catch-up. You can see that Bitcoin's starting to get a little bit fearful. We're seeing the fear start to drop there. And I think the main thing to get over and done with this dump was for Bitcoin to have that bit of catch-up, right? Now we're at important zones. We're basically sitting here. That's where we're sitting, okay? We're sitting in the scenario where we are at our bull support. It's time to get some buying power. It's time to get things pushing up. And if so, it's going to be a solid-ass bounce. And I think in this week, we will see strength come very quickly when we get to that liquidity point. The question is now, is it this fat inverse head and shoulders we've been speaking about? We are nearly complete the right shoulder. The right shoulder saying we go down to around 60,500, and the right shoulder should be in, and this should be the bull play over here, that if we're going to bounce here, you know, this is the major zone. And then we obviously have the other scenario now where it's, hey, Bitcoin doesn't hold this level. We're going to the 50s. What the hell are we going to do? What's the Bitcoin dominance going to do? Where's the altcoins going to be going? And that's why we are here today, to answer all of that and to go through all the different scenarios. However, I am very much getting prepared to deploy, especially short-term trades. I'm giving today, I got a few scenarios that if we are going to lose it, we'll speed up quick to the downside now. However, I'm getting to a point now, it's time to get ready to get back what we lost and to get back with interest. Who's in me with that? Like, who joins me with that? Pop the like button. That, yes, we can take losses. Yes, you can have bad patches. Let's say, not even bad patches. Market's been tough. But who's there to come and make it back and more? I think that's been the biggest thing. I remember the start of my journey. I went from $300 to 40K, back to $300, back to 40K, back to $300 3 times. Okay. But because I didn't go to zero and I had my $300 again, I got there again until the one time that I finally got through 40K, and the rest is history. Right. So right now we're seeing the speed up of Bitcoin. Let's speak about it. Let's prepare. It's time to prepare because we again have many signs. You know what? Let's start the show. Let's start the show. No more wasting time. Let's start the show. If you're brand new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you enjoy the content. Guys, pop in the chat. I want to know, have we suffered enough? That's the question. You want to keep asking me where we're going to bounce, Sheldon? When are we going to bounce? When we have suffered enough. When you go and sell your coins, that's when we're going to bounce. You know, when you go there, you're like, I'm done with this shit. I'm finished. I'm smashing this damn laptop. I'm throwing it against the wall. Then the market's going to bounce. Have we felt enough of that? Are you, sorry for my language, are you pissed off enough? Just pop. I want to see the comments fly there. Are you pissed off enough? Are you annoyed enough? That's when the market's going to bounce. It is not new, okay, guys? It is not new. The markets do go through these choppy phases, and aren't they smart? If you look at this right now and you jump in here, look how they little candle, little candle, little candle, little candle. Instead of killing us with one fat candle in 1 week, okay, and wiping out the markets, they do it over a long period of time. And look how it just demotivates you. Oh, we're about to break all-time highs. Come on, baby, we're about to fly. And then, oh, okay, rejection again. Oh, okay, we're losing support. Okay, we're going to bounce 65. Ah, we lose. And you see what it does. And what it does is little losses, little losses, little losses, little losses. You start getting annoyed, starting annoyed. And then at the end, they speed it up. Who are these guys? Why are they doing this to us? End of the day, it works, right? So it's that demotivating stage. However, what you are seeing now is speed up. Guys, a speed up in a oversold territory is good, because this is where you're going to see a reversal when we hit the correct stage of liquidity. The moment, I'm telling you, every time where this big dip off happened over here and all of a sudden a fat candle came out of nowhere, was why? Because we hit a point of interest. When we hit over here, we had that fat drop in one day where Bitcoin went from 65K all the way to 59K in one day and back to 65. We reversed in that time. Okay, and if you go back to the higher time frame views here, we have been through the bloodiness. Look at this. Look how they start off slow, so gone. Okay, so the speed up in this phase is actually good. Okay, however, now it's like brace yourself. Sit on that damn ship. Like, where are we going, baby? where are we going now? However, this is where we're going to find reversal. This is where we're going to find some sort of strength and where we're going to start to get there. So let's start off. Enough torture. I want to see the comments fly there, Matt. Enough torture. Yes, we'll get our money back and more, guys, and more. Way more. Okay, Bitcoin's approaching. Here we go. Come on, Bitcoin. Okay, let's just watch these fat red candles live quickly. Let's jump in here. Let's watch them live as we speak. There's the fat one. Okay, this is the moment. We're going to watch a little bit of this, and then we're going to go through the thing. This is the moment. There's the fat green box. Is the bounce about to happen? Say yes. I want to see the likes flow. If it's yes, I want to see. Are we going to hit? This is the liquidity zone. This is where we, that capitulation I was speaking about, where they come slow and then they come and they kill. Let's see at these major zones. Let's see if we get reaction. We are now sitting a Bitcoin at 61K. I'll jump through analysis in a sec. Let's go, fat boy. Bruh, I haven't had meat on my body since I started crypto, bro. What do you mean, fat boy, dude? I haven't crypto. I used to be. Oh, I must actually show you a photo. You guys won't believe it. What I looked like in when I was 20. Love the vibe, of course, guys. We're those guys that are playing music when the Titanic is going down. The Titanic. We're the guys. Woohoo! We keeping the vibes, because as long as we got vibes, we get through anything. Quickly, just watching here, guys. I want to see if there's some reaction in the zone, because I'm pretty sure a lot of boxes have been tapped in these levels over here. I'm actually having a look here too and seeing. Let's see. Where did I get? Sorry, I'm looking at. I might enter a cheeky trade. I might. Let's see. Because not only looking at this little Bitcoin candle over here, let's also go look at a couple of the alts as well, because what did dominance do in that time? Okay, dominance is not really pumping up too much. Guys, we are going to just spend a little bit of time here quickly. Look at the wicks on the alts. We should be hitting good liquidity zones now. You can see that fat box of mine on Solana over there. I'll be going through all of them for you guys on the show. Let's just quickly zoom in a little bit. Look at that fat nice little bounce there. Okay, it is short time frame. However, the short time frame, we bounce at these levels will create a high time frame break. But look at Phantom. That's a nice little response from Phantom. Let's look at Link. You can see it's tipping the box over here. I'll be speaking, guys, about the boxes now. Hope everyone's bags are ready. Exactly. Whatever you got, you got to have, one thing I've learned about crypto, you got to have nuts, right? You got to have nuts when it gets to these sort of zones. Call Chuck Norris. We need action. We need Chuck Norris to, what did they say? Chuck Norris once hit a horse, and that's how we have giraffes these days. We need that uppercut, baby. We need that strong push to the upside. Okay, guys, let's go. Let's jump into it. So let's quickly speak about these little two scenarios over here while Bitcoin is in this current phase. This is currently where we're sitting at. Now, we're still sitting in the bull phase, which is the right shoulder. Okay, so the right shoulder, if you see over here, we have done this a few times over the last couple of weeks. We've seen these little moves over here in play where we keep going there to that 73, coming down to the late 50s, go back to the 70s, late down to the late areas. The only difference now is basically looking at, are we playing an inverse head and shoulders, which is a very high time frame bullish signal. Okay, it may look like it's suffering right now, may look terribly bad, but ultimately you got to understand when something is coming down, it's forming bullish patterns. When something's going up, it's forming bearish patterns. Okay, so every time when you see price pumps and it goes slow like this to upside, that's actually a bearish pattern. When it drops that, it comes down hard. Same thing over here. You can see the uprising wedges. As it drops it, it comes down. And then it's the same thing when you look at the other side of the bulls, when you have the wedges to the downside and we break the wedge, we go bull, right? We have the wedges to the downside, we break, we go bull. Now what we're doing is forming a fat wedge in these areas over here. And it's important now to understand, are we going to the 50s? Okay, so let's go through bull scenario first. Bull scenario first. And why I'm speaking so much about this is because it's this right shoulder level over here. And you will see that this left shoulder here was around 60,500. So we're approaching that box right now. Okay, we're getting to that point of approaching that box at this point. And that's where I want to see some sort of strong. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's watch it live a little bit, guys. We're here together. We fight together. Let's see. Where's my other one? There's the box that I'm looking for. There we go. Okay. Whoo, whoo. 60K, baby. We got 60 here in the house. After 60, we got 57. I know. Breathe. We breathe together. But let's see here first. I just want to see the drop in the box. Nonetheless, guys, we should see a reaction. if we have the short-term bull of this the 60 to 61,000, we should start to see the reversal. In that time, what I want to see, as you can see, we are basically starting to speed up over here, and we have a nice little fat trend. So let me move this out the way for you for a second so we can focus on this move at the bottom. Give me 2 secs. That's currently happening. Okay. So as you can see right now, what we are basically doing is we are forming like a drop wedge, right? We're just pushing strong to the downside. Then what you get is when the RSI is at the bottom, you look to get the reversal candle. You look to get the point of interest that we are speeding up now. However, speeding up is usually the end of any move, okay? So whenever you see any move, what they do is if it's up or down, you'll see how they slowly climb it on the upside and they pump it fast, and that's usually the end, right? And it's the same on the dump. It's the same when basically market is coming down. They speed it up. That's the end, and that's where we go. How many times have we seen this before? Okay, so what I want to see today, if we speak about the bullish scenario, the bullish scenario is we need a pin bar candle today. Okay, today we need a pin bar candle on the daily, which basically means that Bitcoin started off at 63 today. We need to be back at 63. Okay, now it doesn't matter how low we go. If we decide to dip into the late 50s, into 60s, if we can close above this area today and get that, it's going to give us that reversal signal that we are looking for. We are looking for the pin bar reversal signal. That's what we are looking for. We now know not only is the daily stock sitting at the bottom, which means the reversal is coming. Okay, we're just looking for where is the buying power. Okay, the second thing is also the weekly has tapped back into the bottom, which means investment entries, right? There's probably a ton of alts that are on crazy specials at the moment. If you've got any money to invest in them, it's probably a good area to invest whatever the hell you can at great levels, right? At this specific zone. So not only on the daily is reversal coming, we should in this week also start to get the weekly reversal. We saw the last time we tapped this box, we saw Bitcoin go down to 55 and back to 65 in 1 week. Okay, that's the similar thing that we'll be looking for now currently over here in this week, is to get back, wherever we dip off, to get back above 63, 64. Then what we're looking for is the break of this trend. So you see this trend that we are forming to the downside over here. That's what we want to see. We want to see a reversal in the next day or two now. From that, once we reverse, we start breaking this trend. If we break this trend on the daily, it will automatically give us a really strong reversal when it comes to the weekly. Okay. Yes, I did buy a little bit of this dip, guys. Just a little one, just a tip. Because what I believe right now is by getting something at these crazy levels, you can build on top. Think about it. If you enter a little bit now and you put a stop and it goes down, you lose on your 20% that you put in. However, if the market bounces hard, you can now build on that 20%. You can keep your entries low and you can push. There's no doubt about it that I think this is we're getting to that reversal point and a massive opportunity. So let's go through a couple of things. Have we seen enough blood? I think that's the big question. Now, looking at the alts has one more level here, which is this low that we've hit now twice. Okay, we hit the first one here in March and we hit the second one here in April. We've been here before with altcoins. Okay, we have been to these levels. Not like we haven't been to these zones before. The question is now, are we going to bounce at this zone, or are we going to go down and get more liquidity? And that would mean another 10% drop from here. And that will probably happen within the next 24 hours. You'll probably capitulate really quickly. Then what will happen in that point is here's the two bounce scenarios. Is Bitcoin holds the right shoulder. Holds the right shoulder from here, you should really start to see a strong reaction over the next couple of days from alts on the total 3 from here. Pushing through, it's still got some sort of support here, okay? If Bitcoin decides to obviously capitulate and go down lower, what you're then going down to is the next major support zone over here. And from that, again, I'm seeing a reaction. Guys, in the next few weeks, once we've gotten the bounce and the reaction, we'll decide where are we, okay? Are we going to push up again? Is this maybe a little time to sell off a little bit? We shall see. Nonetheless, there's no doubt about it. You should be focusing on the longs and focusing on the bounce more than the drop. We are already quite far from the drop. Come on, the bears have been partying for the last 3 weeks. They drunk, they on tequila, they partying. Now you want to come and drink tequila? Like, you're a little bit late, right? They've been partying the whole time. Now it's time for us to go to the next party. The other party that just started. That one, it's still empty, and then they still got what do they call what are those free rounds? Buy one get one free rounds. They got happy hour. Let's go have happy hour at those ones over there. So these are the two plays. Nonetheless, what you're seeing, what I'm basically saying is we're not too far from the damage being done temporarily for now. If you look at the things like total dominance, the USDT dominance, we're still not above this major area. So we've been here before. Okay, we haven't been lower than this. We've been at these levels before, or we have been lower than this. And what we have over here is this massive resistance. So The only worry that I have is we lose this resistance. This resistance indicates, hey, Bitcoin's going to mid-50s. Okay, and we'll speak about that in a sec. As long as we stay below that area, it's actually a very big resistance. And you can see here that the daily is topped out. Guys, look at that daily. It's indicating that everyone's been fleeing into dollars. People have been panicking out of the market into USDT. That's what's been happening. The only crazy thing is now this thing is tapped at the top and we are speeding up. Okay, and the speed up for me, I know is the last phase, which means anyone that's now, this is weak hands. This is literally an exchange of weak hands to smart money that is buying over here, because this is people panicking completely now. Okay, and the moment we hit this green box or even a little bit higher, you will see that big sell of points, because this is the big indication for me. I'm now looking for the reversal sort of candle. Nonetheless, it's also saying the next day or two, you know, we should see some strong reactions. And look here at things like Bitcoin dominance, not doing too much, which is nice, because if the dominance was spiking now and Bitcoin's dropping like this, then brace your damn self. You know, put your hats on. Like it's going to be a bumpy ride if that basically happened. Right now, dominance is sitting flat, and you know what? It's coiling up for the drop. There's no doubt about it. With ETH looking strong, with everything looking strong, the moment that Bitcoin is done crapping the bed and the whole market's done crapping the bed, this dominance is going to probably come down, and the alts are going to catch up very quickly, and especially the ones that got absolutely brutally hit, and those that are high quality tokens too. Okay, your Solanas, your Injectives, you know, your Phantoms, any of them, we've seen it before where these tokens get flushed out, you know, at a certain point. And look at this. Look where Phantom came in the beginning of the year. It was, beginning of the year. It was sitting around, or the end of last year, it was sitting around 60 cents. This thing came all the way back down to 32 cents. And then boom, all the way back to $1.20 in that short. So they do get brutally hit. Okay, however, they respond incredibly fast. They respond really good when it comes to things. So let's go through a couple of things over here quickly. Let's jump back in here. I just want to find where did I put my chart now. Okay. There's the two plays, guys. There's the two plays. We'll see the bounce pretty soon. Otherwise, there will be a little bit more danger. So for me, what I'm preparing for here is I'm kind of all in when it comes to my long-term bags, guys. My spots, my investments, like I got a little bit more cash that I'm deploying right now on the step, but then I'm just sitting. Like I'm really just sitting. I believe I got good buys. It doesn't matter if it's another 10% more damage or not. I believe I'm going to be in money in the next couple of weeks to next couple of months. And for me, so I'm out of that sort of dry part. However, I've loaded up a lot of my trading accounts. My trading accounts, I'm ready to get money back. The moment we get a reversal here and we start to push, not only am I seeing a 30% bounce from Bitcoin, you know, this is, understand that alts got obliterated in that time. So this, I would easily double on some altcoins of 60% bounce on some altcoins. Because if you look at how much it is for them to get back to their top ranges, super high. So I'm looking at really short term, looking at getting those trading accounts, waiting for the pin bar today. I'm not going to enter the death too much. Like I'll have little nibbles. But once I see the bounce and I see the recovery and I see the breaker trends, I'm in and I'm getting my cash back. So I want to see here. Let's look at things like ETH quickly. Let's jump in here and quickly look at ETH. I want to jump in here and just see where ETH's at. I think you're getting to a level here. Here's my total 3 over here chart. Let's go to ETH. So ETH, there's the zone. Did it tag it? Oh, it hit it, guys. Remember I said 3. We must buy ETH here. This is the area to buy ETH. Definitely. Back on the trend. Back into 618, sitting at $3,200. The low now was 3,240. That's the zone. Remember I said that's what we're waiting for. We've been waiting for ETH to hit that zone. Do me a favor, guys. Hit the like today. But if we get the bottom and we get a strong push, you better smash that like tomorrow. And if you make your money back plus interest, you better smash it every damn show for the rest of your life that you watch in these areas. And plus, I got a secret. Here's my secret. Is it working? Come on. Let's work, baby. Let's go. Guys, you can see here. Look at the fights. Look at the wicks. Hopefully we get that interest. I promise you, you will know when we have interest. You will blink and you'll be like, holy crap, that was a bounce. That was a solid bounce. You know, I should have bought more. You know, these are the sort of things that will start to flow through your mind once that happens. Let's see. Let's see how that goes. Okay, guys, let's go through a couple of altcoins because end of the day, every pattern, everything that I'm showing you guys will resonate to your altcoins too. Okay, so I'll go through a couple of mine, but end of the day, go use the same techniques, understand where your altcoin's at, and what your goal is with your altcoin. Super important. Okay, so we look at things like ETH. ETH for me has hit that big zone. Big zone. Short time frame, it's saying, hey, maybe 3.2, a little bit lower. It hits it actually very close. But you could see my short-term bounce zones here. You could see things like ETH to Bitcoin looking really bullish. Okay, but let's go through a couple of alts. So this is where I was last week. I said, hey, injective loss trend, in trouble. It went up, it retested, and it's actually looking to maybe put a lower high here. So things like injective, there is more possible, downside. That's around 17 and around the 13 if we start to capitulate. However, I know Bitcoin's in the buy zone too now at the moment. And what I'm basically tracking over here is I'm tracking this little wedge in play here. You can see what it's doing is it's allowing you to say, hey, this thing's going to drop, sit back. However, the moment it bounces and starts to break this trend, be in some of that injective. You look at things like Solana. Sol lost that trend. However, Sol has now hit my big demand zone, one that we've hit many times before. So what I'm looking for from Sol now is I'm looking at here and a push. And we will then see where we land up. But nonetheless, I'm seeing the push to around 150 from this current zone. Now, it doesn't mean we can't go to 110. A little bit lower if the market does decide to push down. Nonetheless, I'm seeing a strong bounce from Sol to that major trend. Things like Phantom. Look at Phantom over here. Here's my 2 bounce zones. Phantom's actually holding incredibly well. It came down and hit the 618 now. We're either going to see a strong-ass reaction here or a little bit lower. A little bit lower, it's another 15% lower than the strong-ass reaction. But when I'm talking about reaction, I'm talking that, guys. Like a decent push up within the market. This market's not dead. We mustn't act like it's dead. It will respond. Here's Link doing hitting the same demand zone. So Link, there is a scenario of 11, okay? But here, you can see how I'm tracking it down over here. I see the pin bars today on the daily, and I see by tomorrow, we start breaking these trends. I'm seeing that push, guys. I'm seeing that push from a lot of things like DOT. DOT's very close to bounce zones for me. Things like COTI. Very close to bounce zones. This one's saying, hey, can come down another 5-6% and then big bounce. Things like Dogecoin. Guys, we are hitting zones that I never thought we were going to hit for a while, which is a big blessing, okay? You can't moan as a trader or be upset when something gets cheaper, because if you can do something with that cheapness, it makes you way more money in the upside, right? All these sort of things. As solutions come live, of course. Guys, we've been... Let's go show them. Matt, let's show them what we've been through, bro. Let's quickly show them over here. Think I won't be here on these days? Come on, guys. I'm here to fight this entire market with you. And remember, I'm in the same boat as you. I've only learned a basic amount of tools. That's worked with me my entire journey. But I know this market rewards you if you stay in the game. That's the big thing. Guys, we've been through this. Come on, you're talking about, look at this. We've seen 2 little red candles. We went through this together. That was ballsy. That was crazy. That was the hard areas of what we needed to, get through. And again, I actually saw that interesting chart that we're basically at the same level. Where is it? I saw the chart. Apparently it's in 2016. So they're saying we're here now. Okay. So if we go here, I saw this chart. There. Boom. Okay. That's what they're saying. So the first time here was $1,000. We fought here for a couple of months, 4 months, very similar to what we're doing now. And we popped through the all-time highs, right? Then what happened was we got to another area, which was this zone over here, which we actually turned support, where we hit here, sat here for a little while, and boom, popped through it. And now what they're basically saying is, hey, we're at the same zone again. We're at that same level. You see it? You can see it very clearly, and I can actually put a log chart. This is where you'll see it a lot better. There we go. So they're basically saying every time we approach the highs, look how beautiful that broke and tested as support, by the way. Look at this over here. And we're at that same level again. Remember, guys, for me, this is the hardest point to break through, and that can open up the doors to, 80K, 90K, 100K, 150K, 200K. We got many different targets of where we're at the moment. Today, the main thing is to get through the blood and see, hey, does Bitcoin hold 60K? If not, let's quickly speak about the bearish scenario and where we basically go if that happens. So if we lose that level of where we just hit now, my bounce zone's at 57. Again, the same thing will happen is we'll probably do it today or tomorrow. If we don't make it through here, you can see the market speeding up now. It's not slow bleeding anymore. It's starting to, hey, it's time to pounce now. It's time to, they've hurt a couple of people, gave them a couple of wounds. Now it's time to smash them completely, right? That's how the market is a very brutal place, guys. It's here to take your money, okay? We here fight. This is why you're going to be a part of the community, be part of everything, because we here to fight them. We here to fight them and to do things on the other side. So if now we're definitely in the kill stage, let's get rid of the froth in the market completely. So if we do lose this today, it's very likely between today and tomorrow, we're at that 56, 57. And again, same thing. I see that if that happens. Very strong bounce off as that goes. That's why as a short-term trader, you're waiting for the trend bounces. Very important. You don't just want to catch anything and just buy anything anywhere now. You want to ladder on the way down. But as a trader that's going to leverage trade or things like that, wait for trend bounces. Wait for the damage to be done. As an investor, buy every damn big special that you can see that's currently in play. I see near protocol. Look at that. Guys, a dump. I'm telling you, this is probably the dump that's going to trigger the alt rally. It will. Look at that from near. Beautiful. Boom, boom. I see a little bit of strength. Look at render. Something's happening, guys. Something's happening and you don't even seeing it. Look at that. I'm sorry, but that looks pretty good. Short time, like that looks like a load of interest. Let's look at a couple more. Oof, how's these candles? Solana's? Okay, wait. Let me look at my trades here quickly. Sorry, guys. Let's just have a look what's going on here quick. It's important to have a look. Okay, I'm a little bit long SOL at the moment, and I'm going to add a tiny little bit more now. Just a little bit, because I know there's trends to add in later. Stick to your rules, Sheldon. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Matt, do we just turn this into like a 5-hour live stream or what, huh? We'll see. There's not enough likes, though. You guys don't like when the market's coming down. You like when it's going up. You know, I bring vibes every day. I bring all the stuff. If I had like 3,000 likes right now, we could be chilling for hours together, guys. But you just gotta smash the like button. That's literally all you gotta do. Oh, how's that wick? Beautiful. Okay, I'm just putting a stop loss in. Hold on. 24. Okay. My stop loss is at 124 for SOL. 124 for SOL. Okay, I'm in on a little bit of SOL. Why am I in on SOL? Because if I look at this, I love these bleed. Guys, that's a good 1 hour candle. We need to turn this into higher. Okay, 4 hour. Okay. I just want to see 8 hour. I want to see 12 hour. The 12 hour. This one's got 2 hours left. If this thing can turn green, so SOL's back at like 129, 130. Pretty decent buying power where we are seeing. Remember that we're looking for buying power. We're looking for strength. Let's see here. Okay, definitely the altcoins. Look at that. Dominance. ETH Bitcoin. Okay, nice little wick there. So that's not even ETH that's bringing down the dominance. That's altcoins. Okay, wait. Let's go. Come on. Okay, guys, in the interim, so what I'm going to be doing is we might turn this into a slightly longer session because I want to sit here. Let's see if we get the bounce together. We happy with that? Just hit the like button. Hit it, and I'll stay with you guys for a bit. Let's see if the bounce is in here because we should get the bounce or the capitulation from here. You know, we're at that critical zone now. We're seeing some strength from alts, but I do need you to get those likes up very importantly. Then the second thing that I want to do, guys, who's struggling with charting out there? Who's struggling with charting? Who's struggling with entries? Who's struggling with getting in and out of the markets? Guys, what we did get is we got something called EasyAlgo, and it's something that's going to help you with entries and exits and where to put your stop loss. And not only does it help you with that, it helps you with trading every day. Like if you want day trading, what do I trade on the day? Where do I put my stop? What do I do? What do I do as a swing trader? What do I do as an investor? When do I invest in tokens? When do I take profits in these tokens? When do I do all these sort of things? So while I'm setting up the rest of the charts, I got the main man himself. And I want to show you guys this over here quickly. This is called EasyAlgo. And what you have is a very powerful tool that you inlay on your charts, okay? You put them on your charts, and what it does is it draws all these lines for you on your chart. And what it shows you is a tight pivot, medium pivot, or a wide pivot. And what it basically shows you is if we break above any of these pivots, you enter it on the retouch of that pivot for a long. If it breaks the bottom, you enter here for a short. And then what it has is a range low and take profit points. Okay, now these are all things that are on your charts. Let's actually find where my EasyAlgo one is over here. Give me 2 secs. There we go. Okay. Now let me show you. Do you see all these crazy lines that you just saw? Okay. Now the beautiful thing about this too, okay, is not only can I click on, I can choose if I want to know as a day trader, I want the daily pivots. I want to know the daily. What can I buy on the daily? You can put on. If not, and you don't care about that, take that off. Okay. Then on the next one, here's the weekly. I want to be a swing trader. What's available on the weekly right now? I can click this on. And you'll see what it does is it shows me, look how this thing broke and tested this thing perfectly and dropped. And look how it would have told you where to take the profits and what to do. Guys, one of the most powerful indicators. However, we got the man in with us that has built it. You got the man that is here. And you know what? I'll give away 3. If we hit 2,000 likes, I'll give away 3 easy algos today. Okay? For you guys. But I got the man himself. And he's going to do 2 to 3 minutes with you guys. A couple minutes just showing you a few things. Because if you go look at his Discord, it's absolutely incredible. As well as... Let's get it in here. Hold on. Oh, here's my good old Sniper Club. Do you like my videos, guys? Look at all my short-term videos here for Sniper Club. Before the shows, look here. Been working hard, guys. Keeping everyone motivated and finding a really good formula. But if we go look at his easy algo over here, look at this. You can literally go and say, hey, my scanner's going to go check all the coins for you. It's going to go scan all the coins for you. It's going to scan everything and tell you exactly what's in the daily pivots right now. Here we go. Today, all of the coins that you can be trading on the daily as a day trader. Long or short. It's not biased. It doesn't say just long or short. Easy, right? If you go down over here on the weekly, what's currently in the midterm bunch? Matic. I like Matic over there, right? But do you see what it shows you? Oh, I'm an investor. What can I buy as an investor? Look how it gives you all of the tokens, guys, that are investment entries. That's powerful. So I want to introduce you guys to one of my close friends, someone that I love very much. His name is Seth the Man. And here's Seth. How you, bro?
What's up? What's up? How you doing, Sheldon?
What's up? Good on you, brother. Good on you.
Yeah.
Do you want to share some alpha on one of the best indicators on the planet?
Yes. We have to, brother. We have to.
When Seth's done, guys, you get those likes up in the meanwhile. I'm going to choose winners and I'm going to go through all of your altcoins and we're going to wait for this bounce together. Simple. So right now, Seth's going to drop you some alpha and then I'll be back in action. Seth, the stage is yours, my friend.
Thank you, brother. Can you see my screen? Is it looking good?
We can see it. Yeah, we're looking
guys.
good. Your hair looks good. Your jacket looks good. Your background looks good. Everything looks great, my friend. Okay, let's go.
Fantastic. Awesome, guys. Today is Monday, which means it's the start of the new weekly candle and the new weekly pivot. So Easy Algo, one of our premium indicators, it's a leading indicator, guys, which I'll get into more details how that works. But basically, we are scanning the market and we're looking for these narrow pivots. So this indicator is called TrendX and it's working on these price action key levels. Guys, what makes this different from any other indicator? It is a price action indicator. Most other indicators on the market are lagging indicators. They're not price action based. This is what gives Easy Algo the edge with our technology. So as you can see, it marks up all these key levels on your chart for you. It gives your pivot range, your resistance levels, your support levels automatically on your chart. So you know exactly where to buy, you know exactly where to sell, you know exactly what's going on the chart. So we've got 3 different grids that we operate on. We've got a daily grid, which is calculating 24 hours of price action. We use this grid for scalping. We've got the weekly grid, which is working on 7 days worth of price action, which we use for mini swings. And then we use the monthly pivot, which is used for bigger swing trades or investment trades. So whatever style of trading you like, you can turn this on and you can immediately switch to the level that you prefer. Then what makes this indicator a leading indicator, guys? It's a leading indicator, which means it shows you what's going to happen before it happens. And how it does that by these grids. Can you see these grids in the center? These are the narrow pivot range. If it is narrow, guys, if it is narrow like this, it means you're entering into a trending market and we get these big trending movements. If it is wide like this, it means we're in a ranging market. So you can actually choose. Do you want to trade a ranging market? Do you want to trade a trending market? You can actually choose. But narrow pivots show you higher probability trade setups. And we have an automated system that helps you find all of these pivots for you so you don't have to do the work. We have an automated bot in the group that automatically updates at market open at the start of the week, at the start of every day, at the start of every month, and it brings these tokens which you can automatically import into your trading view, and then you can use the TrendX software to find the best entries and the setups super easy. Then guys, to take this even further, we've created an app, an actual phone app that allows you to scan through the app. And I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of how it works. Now, it gives you a sentiment score, what's happening in the market. It allows you to filter through all the tokens. So you can look for narrow tokens, wide tokens. If you're looking for trend trades or range trades, you can find them super, super easy. quickly, just want to show you a few trades I've taken recently using the setup. We get in the bot automatically updated 2 a.m. You can see here, we got the narrow grids. These were some investment trades I took at the beginning of the month. You enter on top of the grid because you can see it's a narrow grid, which means it's going to be a trending market. And look, take profit hits, target hit. Guys, I've got so many of these to show you. These are happening automatically in the group every day, every week, every month, just tons of these happening where the bot brings us the signal. We trade accordingly with the software. We've got tons of training as well in the group. Also, guys, I want to show you today, if you join today, we've got this 3-day free trial. So click below in the description, join the 3 free-day trial. You can test out everything, all our software, the app, everything we've got for 3 days. I'm going to be doing live training tonight on the software. We give multiple live trainings a week. So definitely check that out. But before I go, I want to quickly show you the actual ScannerX app. This is one of the best technologies. Guys, there's no other person in crypto that has this technology. 𝗕𝗢𝗙𝗢𝗢 is the first place to have it. And you can see right now, our sentiment score is pretty low. We're basically 3% bullish, 97% bearish. So it's scanning the monthly pivot, the weekly pivot, the daily pivot every single day in real time. Every 15 minutes, it brings you an update telling you what's happening in the market. So this gives you a very good idea of how to operate in the market. And then here we go. If we want to find trades, like today I came into here, I put on weekly, I look for the narrows on the weekly, and there's only one narrow for the weekly today, guys, which is above the grid. And this is LDO. And this is a trade I actually entered just before the show. And I want to show you exactly. So see how quick I found this, guys, 2 seconds. Then if I come into the chart, here you go. Now I'm onto the LDO chart. Basically, I'm just waiting for price to get on top of the grid. That's my entry point. See, these entries, guys, it shows you, you enter here, you enter here. It shows you the exact areas to enter the trade, makes it super simple. This is a trade that I entered just before the show based on the system, just to show you that it actually does work. But yeah, guys, that's all for everything I have to say. Click below, test it out, try the 3 days for free, and you can see for yourself.
Okay, let's go. I'm muted. Who just played that song? Okay, I want to show you guys this quickly over here. So if you go below the video, you can see this video right now. Go below over here. We've got 4,000 watching. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? Firstly, school, important. Club, important. Also, sniper club. You need a community. It's there for you guys. But let's go EasyAlgo. I want to see if it is here below in the description. Is this today's show, right? Yeah. Where's our EasyAlgo here, Matt?
We're busy adding it now. Busy getting
guys. Okay, EasyAlgo is coming in right now. You'll see it in the description. Go join your 3-day trial, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. It's gonna take away everything for you. Plus, sets in there with so many of the indications. So, guys, again, we want to show you these things. The excuse shouldn't be, I don't know how to try, I don't know trade. There's everything here for you. Like, let's pay attention to it in the market. Seth, thank you so much, brother. Appreciate it, bro. We'll see you soon. Cool. Ciao. Okay, guys, let's go. Are we seeing a bounce? A little bit of an injective bounce at the moment. Dominance is coming down. Altcoins. Now, what's also very interesting, guys, not only everyone's saying thank you, Seth. Comments love it. Thank you so much, bro. What's also amazing is we've obviously been speaking a lot about the weekly for a while. But again, what was crazy about, looking at everything to the down was looking at the Bitcoin pairing list. And basically, look at them all of a sudden now. Look at this today. Look at the alts against Bitcoin. Not bad. That's a bit of strength. We haven't seen that for a while. But what's also interesting about it is look how they're all bouncing here. They have great bullish diverge, which is amazing. But let's actually get rid of that. Look at the RSIs at the bottom. It's basically indicating that, hey, all these alts are in the bottom phase, in the oversold phase against the Bitcoin pairing. So it's showing you when the market bounces, what's going to rock it. Now, what's also interesting is if you go here and you go to the ETH pairing lists, this is where it gets crazy. Look how all the alts are starting to outperform ETH. And you go here and you go look at things like ETH. Let's go look at Optimism. Look how this is dragging at the bottom. So I think ETH is going to rock it, but I also think ETH's going to trigger all the alts. All the alts are showing they're going to outperform Ethereum too. Look how they've been dying to Ethereum over the last couple of weeks. We're getting smashed to Ethereum. This is saying, hey, your alts are going to outperform Ethereum soon. Okay, so not only are we getting to good buy zones for ETH and Bitcoin, we're getting to the point where we're seeing a lot of strong indicators here of alts outperforming these two main categories, the two main tokens that we've been looking for. Therefore, when you do start to see a little bit of a bounce, you can start to see, hey, Also starting to respect that. It looked pretty good. The Solana bounce is looking pretty good. Let's see a few more. Phantom. So what I'm trying to say is you saw a lot of damage of alts over the last couple of days. However, you will see the power of alts when the market goes up. And I think that's the big thing. The show has been so pumped right now. Fantastic. Have we got 2,000 likes there?
Almost. We need 150.
Another 150. Okay. Guys, maybe I must even I'll have a look at the top here. Then I might show you guys a couple of the trades. I mean, there's a COTI bounce. Okay, Doge. I actually want to look at Doge and see where these zones all hit. So guys, I have a little bit lower targets for alts, as I was speaking about. However, I can't control that if Bitcoin bounces here. Bitcoin's in the bounce zone. This is where Bitcoin needs to bounce. Therefore, wherever alts are at these moments, you can see all these pin bar candles that be forming. And if they remain pin bar candles, we should have hit the temporary little bottom here and we should get some bull response. Okay. And again, by having the weekly and all these higher time frames, indicating these sort of things, it means that it's a pump that should happen for the next couple of weeks. And I think that's the amazing thing over here. So waiting patiently for Bitcoin, little bounce, not super strong. However, obviously releasing a lot. Look at that dominance. Brother. It looks gross, right? If you look at a chart, that looks quite bearish if you see a chart coming up, but that looks like a fat, beautiful candle. Therefore, if we go in over here, let's go look at the last hour. There's the altcoins. I just want to see what we are comparing here to. Is it USDT? I just want to have a look to the Bitcoin pairings here too. Look at that. This is what happened in the last hour of altcoins over Bitcoin. So things like WIF, things like Render. Let's actually go through a couple of these because I think Render's at a steal, guys. And I think Render's going to pump hard, to be honest. Looking at where Render's been coming from over the last couple of weeks. And we look at this now at this point. What's up, babe? Okay. Look at this. Like, this has been a long period down over here. And what I'm paying attention to here is this great trend here. Okay, we got a really good trend. So if we break this today, I really think Render's at a good area to load some Render. I think Render's going to be a rocket. I literally think the bounce is going to take Render back to 10. And then we will see from those crazy levels. So that one's looking good. THORChain. This must be a brilliant buy and thought. I think I'm going to actually go long run. Let me look. Okay, 1 hour trend. Let's have a see. Okay, just the tip. Okay, which means if I did have to enter, remember, there can still be one more wick. Okay, but we're praying for it. So if I had to look at an enter over here, I'd probably put a tight stop around these areas here. But I think I'm going to go a little bit long here on THORChain. And remember, I'm not entering my entire position here. I'm entering something that I can build on top of. So I'm going to go RUNE. So everything is on my phone today, guys. Over here, let's get this through. Okay, send this through. Okay, have we got 2,000 likes?
Yes.
Nice. Love it. Okay, I'm gonna get something in small here on RUNE and that I can build on. Okay, I'm in. And I'm in Solana as well. So you see my two positions. Okay, you can't see it nicely. By the way, guys, we posted in Sniper Club. You're part of Sniper Club. It's there. There we go. We've got Solana and we've got RUNE. Okay, RUNE is in. Guys, look at this on the high time frame of the RUNE. Perla. What do I mean again by the real bounce? We should go up there. So, a really big, and remember, that's not even super bullish yet. That's not even back to the top yet. That's a lot of money, right? That's a lot of high percentage move there. Near protocol. Wow. Okay, let's look at things like THETA. THETA is also a higher low. That will be good. Things like Fetch. Oof, nice retest over there. Let's look at things like Kujira. That one, again, I would be investing a lot within that token. Guys, I also spoke yesterday about, I tweeted here. And I want to give him another shout out here. I do think you need to pay attention to this. Let's just have a look here quick. Okay. Here we go. basedAI. basedAI. Go have a look at basedAI, guys. Bullish. Shout out to basedAI. They're over there. Is our XRP doing anything? Oh, our XRP is about to break to Bitcoin. So you see that big trend on Bitcoin, keep an eye on XRP. XRP might be a little ripper to the upside. Let's actually have a look at it on the chart. Oh, and it's hit perfect support zones over there. So we might see a nice little push within XRP. Let's go through. Let's go see things like ETH. Guys, okay, we got 2,000 likes. Spit on that thing. Oh, that thing. I can't believe that poor woman. Like you do like an interview and you go so viral. It's actually ridiculous. Okay, let's give away some easy algos. Let's go. And yes, I'll go through a couple of your coins out. No problem. Kuba, easy algo for you. No problem. Here we go. I have no idea to send your name, but I don't know how to say it, bro. I want to say it correctly. Maybe it needs like the accent or where from. I have no idea, but I'll say this in him. Alvarez, you get easy algo. A month, guys. You get a month. Let's see. After that information, we need some easy algo to practice. Okay, Zenji, easy algo over there for you. Let's go. Okay, give me your chart here. So people are saying Lido. Let's load up Lido. I think again is going to perform really well. Very one of the strongest ETH plays over there. Algo itself, or you guys saying easy algo? Okay, tell me which coins here. Let's see. Let's go through the coins. Guys, it's nice that we sit together on a red day, right? I think it's very nice that we sit here together. We bleed together and we strive together. Okay, give me coins, guys. Give me coins. Yes, Sniper Club. So Sniper Club's amazing, guys. It's incredible. It's your own little personal community. It's amazing. It's the team that we've built. I'm there dropping in stuff before the shows, getting a nice format at the moment there. Okay, AVAX. Let's go look at AVAX over here. AVAX. Oh, tomorrow's my main event for school, guys. Go and sign up for Sniper School. You can still make it into this cohort. I promise you, I'm bringing more energy than what I've ever had in my entire life. It's going to be amazing. Like, go and sign up to Sniper School. It's right here below. If you look over here, there's school. It's free. It's not going to cost you anything. Come join the school. It's going to help you a lot. Let's go look at AVAX. AVAX has hit my buy zone, guys. You can see my box over there. I said over the weekend, and I said it on Club, and we're going to retest here, come down. It's in a very big buy zone for me, especially spot. If you want to trade short-term trades on it, you probably want to look at this 1 hour break. Very near. You'll pop your stop under the low, and the goal is to obviously get your stop up ASAP as it goes. But high time frame, I think AVAX in a Perla entry position at those zones. Let's go through more. Let's go. I need more. Brett. Okay, let's go through Brett. Let's do the damn meme coins, man. Okay, yeah. Red spots. Let's see how Brett's doing. Obviously, this thing's performed incredibly well. Realistically, it should come down a lot lower for good investment entries. However, just pop that trend in and track it as long as it goes down and then it breaks that trend. It's anyway. Remember, if you do want to figure out, let's say it goes here and it starts to break, you want to take a fib from the top to the bottom and it will give you your main 618, your 1.618, basically give you a target of where this thing can go. If we continue that, Jupiter, it's quite interesting to see how memes react from this if the markets wake up again. Do they go through a little bit of a bear? Or do they wake up straight away very quickly? Things like Jupiter, definitely. Look at this. This is back to the original ranges. And this is on the Sol play. So you like Jupiter? Here is your big resistance zone. You can see we're already forming a pin bar candle. And when it gets going is when it breaks that trend over there. Where do I see it going from there? I see it going back to 1.2, 1.3. So there's a nice little push over there from when it comes to Jupiter. Let's go Arweave. Oh, Rand's probably watching the show. Let's see. Arweave. Let's put Arweave in the house. Yeah, Arweave already broke trend last week and it's retested now, guys. So for me, it doesn't look like Arweave's going to get cheaper than the 20s for now, as it stands. So it does look like a great area to get some Arweave, to be honest. It looks strong. There's a retest there. You could see here on the mid time frames. We broke that trend. We're forming another pin bar candle. And the moment that it breaks this little trend over here is when it will start to push. And it looks like it's going to push, up to the late 30s from the next push over there. Let's go through Casper. Let's go have a look at CAS. Let's see CAS. CAS held very well compared to the rest of the markets. So it's fighting this trend at the moment. it actually looks really bullish. The only thing is cash will get going once it breaks there. So a little bit more time. I still have these zones in case we capitulate a little bit more, but there's the break of the trend. There's definitely the break of the trend over there. Okay, what are we seeing here from the market? Let's see, things like Sol. Okay, my little positions are waking up. How's our thought chain doing? How's our RUNE doing? Oof, how's that bounce? Very nice little bounce so far. A little bit of interest. It's nice to see a little bit of interest within. So remember, what you want to see is now you zoom in, you're like, okay, a bit of interest in the 15 minutes. Then what you want to do, so let's go again to like something like render. Great, 15 minutes. Then what you to do is you go look at the hourly. Good, really good. The 4 hour, brilliant. 8 hour, okay. 12, okay. So what I'm trying to say here is your short time frames are definitely indicating this is strength. But what we want to see now is the high time frame. Let's get up there within today. Then all of a sudden your 12 hours a reversal, your daily is a reversal, you know, everything becomes on the higher time frames, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for short-term strength. We're also looking for the higher time frame, you know, resets of everything. Okay, guys, I say it's today. I say the next 24 hours, the local bottom's in. So we're either going to know if it's going to come again, so which means any entries you took now, pop some stop-ins if it comes again and it comes for that strong push. And I think in the next 2 days, we're going to have a local bottom. And then I do think the bulls are going to return. So the question is now, did 61 have enough buying power? We'll know in a couple of hours. Or does it need to go a little bit lower to get more buying power? Nonetheless, do you see when we hit a big zone, how the power comes in within alts? See how that dominance wants to drop. Things are looking strong. So guys, keep smashing those like button. Stay with me this entire week and let's catch the damn bottom and let's get our money back with interest. Stay positive, stay strong, and ignore the damn FUD, ignore the damn news, ignore the damn everything, and just stay focused with me. Join me on school. If you like EasyAlgo, you don't have to chart, use it. If you want Sniper Club, you want a community, use it. Have a fantastic day. I love you with all my heart. And for the last time,
三凤王咱们南要开府别府俺家将亲一阵黄蜂么三个狼却刚还这么3要万
The green candle, make us all rich. Love you all. See you tomorrow. Bye.